Let's talk about some losses that aren't bereavement. Divorce or separation. The end of a relationship can be a major loss, even if it's not a death. And people who go through divorce or separation often experience sadness, anger, grief, and loneliness, even if they know that the decision to separate is the best choice for everyone. And if you aren't the one that chose to leave, there is an extra layer of loss and confusion. And related to that is loss of lifestyle. For example, you and your partner would have planned out your lives, maybe travel, kids, moving interstate, starting a business. And when you separate, those plans may be lost altogether or need to be reworked without your partner. Loss of a pet. Pets can be beloved members of the family, and their death can be just as painful as the death of a human loved one. And people who lose pets often grieve the loss of companionship, love, and support. Losing a job can be a major life change that leads to feelings of insecurity, fear, and sadness. And people who lose their jobs may also experience financial hardship, which can add to the stress of the whole situation. And maybe your identity or sense of self is wrapped up in your work too. And all of a sudden, who you are can feel shaky. A change in health. A major illness or disability can be a significant loss physically and emotionally. And people who experience a change in health may have to give up activities they enjoy, as well as have to deal with changes in their relationships and lifestyle. They may experience grief for the loss of their previous life, as well as the challenges of adjusting to the new way of life. Infertility, so the inability to have children, can be a major source of grief for couples who want to start a family. And they may experience strong grief for the family they can't have, so pre-grieving. Miscarriage and stillbirth. The loss of a pregnancy can be a very painful experience, and people who experience miscarriage or stillbirth may grieve for the loss of their unborn child, as well as the dreams they had for their future. And weirdly, if you have children, you can simultaneously love them with every fiber of your being and still grieve the lifestyle that you no longer have. And that's just confusing. Estrangement from a loved one can be very difficult, whether it was you or them who instigated the separation. It can be like losing them to death, even if they're still alive. You can miss them, feel hurt, sad, anger, loneliness, and sadness that the relationship isn't what you had hoped for. And sometimes knowing that there's no resolution is the hardest part. And these are just a few examples of loss that aren't bereavement. Any major change or loss can be a source of grief, and it's important to allow yourself to feel those emotions and seek support should you need it.